As we first told you earlier this week, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker has proposed a 2-month tax-free holiday for the months of August and September.
Currently, there's a tax-free weekend every August in the Bay State.
Governor Baker says the move would help everyone recover from the pandemic, but some aren't sure if it's the right move for the Commonwealth. 12 News reporter Chelsea Jones is live in Attleboro with what small businesses are saying tonight. Chelsea?
Well, first, this legislation has to pass the House and the Senate, and right now it is under review by the House. But if this is not approved, the state tax-free weekend here in Massachusetts will be August 14th and 15th.
2 months tax-free.
Very surprised to hear about it. It doesn't seem like something that Massachusetts government would ever do.
Governor Charlie Baker filing legislation that he says will rake in $900 million in tax revenue, a plan he says the state can afford because of the $4 billion the state has saved this fiscal year.
That's very shocking to many because of the pandemic and loss of revenue in so many places, but we bounced back well.
State lawmakers like Carol Fiola aren't completely sold.
I'm not 100% sure of that.
Neither are some business owners.
I don't know if the tax-free thing would work.
Susan Barber owns this dance shop in downtown North Attleboro, and she says restaurants on this strip are the ones that can use the help. Others agree the saved money can be used elsewhere.
I actually think most people would be worried that that tax revenue that they don't get won't be going to schools and roads and other things.
As a small business, Matt Slowbogan says he supports the 2-month holiday.
I think that we're going to see a big bump in the help for the small businesses. I do hope it trickles down to restaurants as well.
As a consumer,
Kind of feels like it makes me want to go out and shop, and really there's not an overflow of money. Even though they're coming back to dance, there's not an overflow of it.
Now, if you're wondering about Rhode Island, the governor's team says right now they're reviewing the budget to see if there would be any implications before they make a decision about the Ocean State. Live in Attleboro, I'm Chelsea Jones, 12 News.
While lots of shoppers and businesses no doubt love the idea, some cities and towns don't. 12 News reporter Chelsea Jones joins us live now, where at least one official wants the governor to scrap the plan. Chelsea?
Right, Kim. Well, this legislation is under review right now by the House, and one business owner I spoke to says this is a great plan, kind of like you mentioned, but another business owner I spoke to says she has some other ideas as to how the government can help.
Matt Slowbogan owns the Preservation Framer in North Attleboro. He thinks 2 months tax-free would incentivize people to pull the trigger on spending they may have been on the fence about.
The longer the better.
Governor Charlie Baker's idea would mean $900 million saved by taxpayers if the House and Senate approve his plan to waive sales tax for August and September.
Spending $160.
But Susan Barber, owner of Dancer's Drawer, says while the holiday wouldn't impact her much, lawmakers can try something else.
I don't know if the tax-free thing would work. I actually would rather see them get people off unemployment and back working in the shops.
Baker says financially the state can afford his plan because for this fiscal year, tax revenue collections are up 15%, coming in near $4 billion. State lawmakers trying to decide what would work best.
I think we're just digesting this right now, figuring out, the numbers, what makes sense or not.
And if the House and Senate don't approve Baker's plan, the state tax-free weekend will be August 14th and 15th. Now, as for Rhode Island, I did speak to Governor Baker's team, and they're currently looking over if doing similar things would impact the budget. Live in Attleboro, I'm Chelsea Jones, 12 News.